Now, I have a couple problems with this because I'm not one that's like, look, anybody who does stuff like this on social media, I have to question it. Like I have to question their honesty. Just got to question it. I got to question their honesty, their sincerity, um, all of the above. Because to me, it's a weird flex to turn on your camera and sit there and apologize to a bunch of people that you don't know and a bunch of people that don't know you personally. With that being said, we've seen Patrick Clark make these decisions. I posted the video a while back of him getting arrested down in Florida. That whole thing, gave my commentary on that because it was embarrassing to fucking watch. It was embarrassing to see him in that state. It was embarrassing. Yeah, he's a fellow DMV guy, by the way. And unlike Leo Rush, I actually like this guy. Always have. Always been a fan of Velveteen Dream, but he's done some stupid fucking shit and some embarrassing fucking shit that's given even me secondhand embarrassment. But he's a fellow country boy, so I've always loved him. Always gave him a chance. Let's hear what Patrick Clark, Velveteen Dream, has to say.
As you've probably seen or have heard over the course of the last few years, I want to apologize for my behavior. Both professionally and personally, I always preach to those closest to me about the power of accountability and responsibility, and I take full accountability for my behavior over the last 3 years of my life. When narratives were written about...
all right, so I don't want to nitpick. But did you guys just see this? Look at where his eyes went. Right here. He's looking at something. He's like, I'm not saying he's looking at a script. I'm not saying he's looking at a script. But he's probably looking at a script.
He got away with it. But he didn't get away with it. He got away with it. But he didn't get away with it.
I got loop one. I'm sorry. It was only supposed to play once. I'm so bad at this. Anyways.
Narratives were written about me. It doesn't matter. It didn't matter what was written about me. It doesn't matter what was said about me. It doesn't matter what's on the internet about me. I was wrong. Okay. And because of that, I need to apologize to a few people. First, I want to apologize to the WWE organization. I want to apologize to the WWE organization for any unwanted attention.
Oh yeah, he's reading off of something, man. I mean, like his eyes are going. His eyes are going up and down here. I don't look. Like I said, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve another chance. Of course, he's a younger guy. I think he's probably in his mid-20s, maybe late 20s at this point. But give this guy another fucking chance. Also, he doesn't need to make this video. I want to say this because I'm sitting here watching him apologize to WWE and everybody, and it's like, I get it, but we don't need to see this. I don't even think like this is just as bad as a fucking post, as putting a post on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. Hi guys, I'm sorry about my action. No, just do the work, fam. I'm the kind of guy, and again, I'm different than everybody else. I'm the kind of guy, I just want to see the work. I don't want to hear you say shit. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to say, I'm sorry for this and that. No, I'm going to show you that I'm sorry. I'm going to show you that I'm a better person now. I'm going to show you that I'm going to do the work to get back to where I was and past where I was in the ring. I am Velveteen Dream. Nobody can take that away from me. And as a fan of Velveteen Dream, I'm going to say, I believe that AEW should get this guy. Because in NXT, WWE, I mean, I'm not saying I don't know how he's going to fit in NXT, but it's just right now, the environment in NXT is not the kind of environment I would really like to see Velveteen Dream flourish in. However, if we get Patrick Clark in AEW, with the everything Velveteen Dream, except obviously you can't call him Velveteen Dream, but he revitalized his career, rebuilt his character. Hey man, I'm trying to throw AEW a bone right now. I'm trying to tell AEW, look, y'all need to go and get this cat. Go and get a Velveteen Dream. Not a Velveteen Dream, the Velveteen Dream. Go get Patrick Clark. Build this guy because he's better than Swerve. I tweeted out earlier. Somebody wanted to talk shit. Patrick Clark is miles ahead of Swerve. You get a Patrick Clark in AEW. Goodbye, Swerve. Swerve who? Whose house? Yeah, exactly. Whose house? Because it ain't Swerve's no more.
And negative press that I brought to your brand and your product. I want to apologize to the WWE fans and the Velveteen Dream fans, because when you hear the name Velveteen Dream, it should have only been spoken about in a productive and a positive light, not the name Patrick Clark as another statistic of what happens when talent and opportunity meet immaturity. Okay, that's not what you spend your hard-earned money on. It's not what you invest your time and your money in. When you look on the TV and you come to the shows, you should escape.
So he's stating the obvious. Like, if you're an adult, you should know this. But again, he's apologizing. He said, like, I was immature, talent, opportunity, immaturity, all that shit mix. You know, it ain't good. I gotta say, man, I mean, he comes from a good home. We already knew that. The way he carried himself when he was in WWE prior to all that shit that was going on. I mean, look, and there may be a little bit of bias just because I do know more of his background than I do like your average wrestler. And I got a soft spot for him because he's from DMV, so you already know. But coming out with the apology video is still cringe. Like, this is, I mean, it's not as cringe because he's at least trying to sound a little bit sincere with it. He's trying to sound a little bit normal with it. But again, not something I would do. I wouldn't come out with an apology video. I wouldn't come out with an apology post. I wouldn't even give an apology in general, not even in an interview. I wouldn't say I'm sorry for everything. Like, no, I was a shithead. I was immature. I did all that bad shit, all that terrible shit, and it was caught on camera. Y'all saw what I did. Just like the Enzo situation. And Enzo, shout out to Enzo Amore. He's over there in MLW doing his thing. Shout out to Big Cass. He's in AEW doing his thing. So, look, you can flourish in places other than WWE. Now, I know that WWE is the end-all be-all when it comes to Patrick Clark, when it comes to Velveteen Dream. But I don't know if that's the real spot for him right now, man. Because I don't want him to get thrust onto the main roster just like that. And NXT is not the place for him. So that's what I'm saying. Hey, at least go to AEW for a couple years. You know, get that fan base back up. And then let's get going. Come back to WWE. Let's do the thing. But it's a nice little start, man. I don't know if I'm really going to watch this 4-minute apology video, but we'll see how far we get.
Reality, not have to deal with mine. I want to apologize to the WWE and the fans. I want to apologize to Paul Levesque. Paul, you are such an understanding and patient man and leader, and getting the opportunity to work with you and to learn from you, I get the sense of what makes you who you are and how you've been able to handle the responsibility of being in the public light for such a long time. I want to apologize to you, Paul. I'm sorry. Also, I want to say I'm sorry to Shawn Michaels. Shawn, it's still beyond me that I've been having the opportunity in this lifetime to learn from you, to have your mentorship and your guidance. And I apologize if you feel like you've wasted your time and your energy investing into me. You have not. I'm still a work in progress. I'm still learning. And I remember all the lessons that you taught me. Shawn, I'm sorry. My best friend.
There's more?
Miles, I want to apologize to you because before you were tied to me publicly for the support you've given me and you continue to give me, your resume was impeccable. And I apologize for any smudges that I may have put on that
Why does it sound like a fucking suicide note, man? What the fuck? And he's wearing the fucking hunting vet. Like, come on, man. Like, you apologize to the whole fucking world?
resume because of my behavior. You're the last person that should have to deal with anything like that. And I'm sorry, man. I want to apologize to my family, my mom,
Damn,
my
man.
dad,
Apologize
my
to everybody,
brother,
bro.
my sister, my nieces, and my nephews, because you may read things, you may hear about things, you may be confronted by people who you don't know, and you might feel the need to explain yourselves on my behalf. I just want you to know that you do not have to do that ever. No one should have to explain anything for Patrick Clark. No one should have to trend because of Patrick Clark. No one should have to ask, answer the questions. Oh, where's Patrick now? What did Patrick do? What happened with
Well,
Patrick?
we already know.
That's not your
Man, we already know what happened to Patrick Clark. What you did. It's all on camera. The good and the bad is on camera. We already know, fam. Like, this apology video is... I'm really starting to wonder, like, what is the point of this apology video? Again, nothing, no shade towards him and his career, but just in terms of like his PR. Like, what the fuck is this?
responsibility, and I don't want you to feel burdened with that responsibility. That's my responsibility. Okay? And I apologize to you all.
And again, what he's saying ain't wrong. Like, yes, I understand him apologizing to everybody, but again, this does not have to be so fucking public. That's the whole thing with me. These personal apologies in front of the camera, like, you can't just talk to them. You can't send them a text message. You can't call them. You can't send them a DM or something. I get you want to apologize to the fans. Then apologize to the fans, Patrick. That takes 30 seconds. And even then, like I said, I wouldn't do it. Not my cup of tea. Not something I would recommend. But you do it, you do it. But this whole 5-minute apology video to everybody under the fucking sun is giving me really weird vibes, fam. Really weird vibes.
Or any energy, negative energy that has had to come your way because of me. Okay? Again, I want to apologize to the fans and those in my professional and personal life that I've affected by my behavior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I recognize that I was losing myself, and I apologize to anyone that I lost along the way, anyone that I've upset or offended because of my behavior. Man, I'm sorry. And I hope you all forgive me.
And have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. He sounds like he's doing his best, like, Obama impersonation. I don't know, man. But what I do know is that he does deserve a second chance. So that's why I tweeted this out. I said he's a great actor with the laughing face. Nonetheless, I do believe he deserves one last chance in wrestling. Tony Khan might have the chance to move the needle. And yes, Velveteen is better than Swerve. So let me know what you guys think. Hit me up in the comments. Am I overreacting? Would you give him a one last chance at redemption? Or are you guys completely done with him? And then 2, do you guys think he would be a better fit in AEW? Or would he be a better fit in this new weird era of NXT that we're in? Which, by the way, I mean, it's getting a little bit better, but it's still a weird era. And not an era that I would technically want to see Velveteen Dream in.